We're live. Is it gonna play? No. I didn't know that was actually gonna work. I didn't know it was gonna work. Why is the music not playing?
I don't know. You want me to do it?
It's my first day.
Question.
Are you an admin? Oh, I thought you meant turn it on. No, I don't want that.
Oh.
I don't.
I was really damn close. That was it.
We're really cutting up. That's what's really. Why she said she was gonna call me 10 minutes, in 5 minutes, 20, 30 minutes ago, and then she called me as soon as I go live. You all beat.
I'm gonna beat to you because.
Oh, maybe because I'm hearing it. I'm like, that is serious. That's a very strange phenomenon and feeling to experience in real time. Welcome to Otaku Talk. I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna be good because we haven't been on here. And I'm gonna make sure we are live on YouTube, but I'm gonna try to get back into it. We'll talk about a few things before we get into Dandadan about like life and why we're negligent.
It's just been a series of unfortunate events.
And some fortunate, like some fortunate events.
Yeah, some fortunate events. Yeah, you're right.
Right. Okay. How long is this gonna play? It's gonna play forever?
Don't you set the timer?
No, apparently not. It's only a 12-second. I'm gonna let the music ride out before we like pop it. We like to talk over. You know, that's classic. We talk over the intro music. Like we didn't know it was coming on. You know what? I haven't listened to the song in so long.
There's some good crumping music.
Not crumping. Go ahead and crump so I can cut this screen off so they can see you. Go ahead and crump.
I was already doing it for a good 30 minutes. You took too long.
I missed it. I missed my chance. But welcome to Otaku Talk, the show where we haven't done Otaku Talk in a long time though.
We haven't. We gotta get back on that. But that's okay because the season's coming up.
We're gonna have to get into it. I didn't realize the song was this long. Okay, we're gonna cut this part off and the music is gonna ride out. Hello guys, welcome. We have not done Otaku Talk in a long time. Let's talk about that. Let's get into that, but not first. First, we're gonna get into Twan struggling to see Wicked, and you're about to get kicked out of the club.
I'm telling you, it's running away from me. I had like 50 million plans to watch this.
You need to get into it.
It was supposed to be opening night. I was gonna go with my friend Candace. She couldn't commit to the day just because she had stuff going on.
Right.
And I was like, okay, cool. I'll try to go that Sunday, maybe before the show. Did not go Sunday because I was lazy. Next week comes around. My friend Tara says, hey, for my birthday, let's go do a dinner and see the movie. Now, this was a couple of days ago that this plans was made. And when she told me, I was asking, like, what time? What's the day? I didn't get a response to the next day. But when I did, I went to go buy the tickets. My phone died.
The Lord don't want you to see it. I just don't think the Lord wants you to see it.
Listen, charged my phone, cut it on, forgot to do it. Sold out by the time I did.
I hate you.
And I was going to go with Ashley for Amelia's birthday.
You could have went with me. I would have took your ass.
And what's I supposed to go with you and Peyton?
My family said they would go with me, but honestly, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Like they don't seem like I'm just like my worst fear is we go see the movie together and they don't cry at the end. And then I'm really gonna like judge them. I just feel like it's one of those deal breakers for me as far as like people I want in my circle.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you don't cry or get teary-eyed or emotional at the end of Wicked, I'm really like,
Oh, I'm in my big age where I only want to go with people to specific things that I know they can appreciate. I don't invite people to go to things that they don't go to no more. Specifically, like if it's something Beyonce, I'm immediately inviting Ashley.
Of course.
When SZA came, I went and asked my friend Jessica because we always talk about SZA. This Christmas, December 22nd.
The Jazz.
Tomorrow Joy. I forgot to buy those tickets or tell everybody to start buying those tickets, but I came to you because I know
I like a little high class night. Speaking of, like, because we're talking about Wicked. Before Wicked came out, I was a fan of Cynthia Erivo's like singing and stuff. She's amazing. She's one of the greats. I don't care. They say she ain't likable, but that voice speaks for itself. And I loved watching her concert she did in 2022. I always watch it, and I had it on my list to go see her live. Like, I want to see her live with the orchestra backing her. I know them tickets gonna be high now. Now, man.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
I am very
waste of time.
Them tickets about to be $1,000 now. Tickets about to be $1,000. Already.
That's how I feel about Doechii. This gonna be her last small venue.
I know. But that's the other thing, though. Like, I can, ma'am, Bailey, I'm streaming. But the one thing I will say is, yes, as I get older, I want people who are gonna appreciate it. But it is a balance, right? Like, how do you balance it? Because sometimes I'm like, but some people like to go with you because they like care about you and they want to go with you.
That's
but
not
then
enough.
It's like,
at least have some kind of appreciation for what you're about to experience. You know what I mean?
Or just be able to get into the vibes. Like, I'm totally for the personality hire, like at work. Like, I'm okay with the personality invite. Like, Shy Cutie don't, you're a personality invite. Shy Cutie don't be knowing personality
hire too.
Right? Shy Cutie don't be knowing nothing, but she is gonna match your energy. So you either got to be able to match the energy or be really into it. So I don't know. I'm getting like that too, but I know some people feel a way about that, especially because I'm married. So it's like, I think your spouse is supposed to always be your automatic date.
+1.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but at a certain point, I gotta ask you. I gotta flip the script. I gotta turn the tables on you and ask you, why is it that I don't invite you to every little thing? And let's really unpack that. Is it because half the time you look miserable? Is it because you're asking to go way earlier than I am, quite frankly, ready? Right. There is a myriad of reasons. For the experience, we can plan something else as friends, as family.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that the option is taken away now because I didn't invite you to go see
this very specific
Chen and Tatum? Right, exactly.
Because I also don't want to demure subdued. Like, I don't want that kind of company. Like, you either gotta match
that Doechii girl. That was so fun.
You gotta either match the vibes or know what it is. I don't want demure company because like we're getting older and like I'm very demure in real life. We're chilling. We're normal. We're adults. We do adult things. So when I go out, especially if I go to something I've been waiting to see, we're unleashing. We're letting loose. And I just really am I'm the same way. I'm very picky.
I'll tell you what, people is lucky I got some type of decorum because I have manners and understand theater etiquette.
Right.
I mean, besides the Beyonce movie, that was a rare occurrence. But I would be shouting singing all throughout this movie.
They're going to do the sing-along. They're doing sing-along viewings. AMC usually does, which I like.
Is it like all of them or is it like a specific type of ticket?
No, it's like certain show times. Typically with a musical like Wicked, they do like sing-along showings where you can sing. So like you come to it knowing the audience is going to be singing, which I totally approve of because bitch, I might have to get me one of them. I'm
just saying because I bought that Beyonce ticket without seeing no options and I came with my microphone.
It's like not a microphone.
Prepare.
Get out. Get out. See Yellow Man singing Defying Gravity. Welcome to the club. When I tell y'all. Okay, have you listened to the soundtrack?
No, I told you I'm not.
I know you try not to. I hate you so much.
I can't.
I need you to hear. Life changing.
I absolutely need to, but I just haven't. Okay, I can't do it without the visual.
I did it without the visuals. I listened to it in the car. I've been crying every time I listen to it. I cry every time. There no visuals with visuals, bitch. It doesn't matter. I can imagine it in my head at this point.
I'm the one you want.
It's me.
Bitch, I posted a story.
You're gonna be
I'm
so
talking about
annoyed
the way I have been vocal stimming the last 3 weeks.
And you ain't even actually heard the changes to the song.
Now that's the thing. Okay, so full transparency, I did hear sections of popular.
Okay, yeah, popular be in my head. Oh.
Hello. I did one choice that Ariana made when she was reacting in the song. That was pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh, Aria, she ate. I can't wait to talk about it. You need to fucking see it because we could be talking about. We need to talk about Wiki. It's so good. Ariana did so good. Ah! Okay, sorry. No wrong. I'm just saying. Okay, it's so good.
I'm so happy for her then.
Yes, nice. I cannot wait. I honestly knew they was gonna eat the vocals.
Look what happened when you stripped Black Iana away and Asiana.
But she was a theater girl. Like she started off in theater, so I knew.
You can hear it in all her music, like all her albums. Anyway,
really playing. Y'all was really playing. But anyway, so that's Wicked. We haven't been doing shows because life has been lifing. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
And there really hasn't been really good shows since. I feel like Interview with the Vampire, and then we watched House of Dragons. His camera went off. I feel like there hasn't been really any big shows since those two shows, honestly, that we are both watching. I don't think there's really been any like of the big shows. Like, of course, there's little stuff, but there's been nothing like for real.
Yeah, and I mean, besides Dandadan, actually, well, I've been watching a lot of like the regular circuit of shows like Love is Blind.
Right, that came out.
Rewatching some Love Island.
Like some of that stuff that came out. Rama is good. It's cute.
Rama, I have been watching that. That has been adorable, and I still am like every episode getting the nostalgia blues.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's stuff out that we've been watching, but I think we had that conversation that like everything we're watching doesn't feel like it's worth talking about, so we just haven't been talking about it. And that is how we are going to segue into Dandadan, because we were watching Dandadan. And then episode 7 happened.
Hold on.
Have you watched Arcane? Right? I have not watched Arcane. It's on my list. I did not finish. I didn't finish season 1, and I know there's season 2, and I hear everybody say it's amazing. And so
going up, especially for the female. The strength of this movie. I'm hearing a lot about the female power. The women's.
Okay.
The women's.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check that out next. I just need to sit down and like watch it. I would love to hear your thoughts. Okay. Well. Say less. I'm definitely gonna check it out. It's been on my list, but I've just been like, okay, kind of picking up random stuff and not like finishing it. So I was like, I need to sit down and watch it. But yes, so we were feeling that way about Dandadan. I loved it from episode 1. I immediately loved it. But I don't know. How did you feel about it starting off? Like, did you like it immediately? Did you love it immediately?
It was a battle, right? It was a battle. I started off being like, this looks very up my lane. I'm loving the artistic look of it. Right. You know, it's very eye-catching. It got me, buzzing at all the right angles until the actual show starts. Mm-hmm. And then we get some very interesting scenes.
Episode 1 was a lot.
In the spaceship. It was a lot. I decided to push through because it was interesting enough and it was eye-catching and a spectacle enough for me to be like, let's see what it's really doing for this show. Like, what is this all is about? Is like,
yeah, because if it was just all icky,
yeah,
then I would have been like, eh. Mm-hmm. If it just would have been that the whole way through, like panty shots, just that, I'm not really into that.
Yeah.
But I was willing to see
the wrong type of fan service.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like we talked about this anime going too woke. We had an old video about that a long time ago, and it's crazy because back in the 90s when we were only getting anime from like 12-part sections on YouTube and Toonami, right? I mean, I think we were much tougher back then with some of the stuff we watched. Where like,
but also we were
pushed through.
We were also in some of the same age range. These weren't weird to us because we were children. Like as an adult, I feel like it's just a different.
I don't think it would have been weird back then. Like I'm just you look at media back then, some of the stuff that flew and was seen as okay. We now have said, you know what, this is not okay. And I feel like because
like the entirety of the Martin show,
right? And I feel like because anime was so new back then, like, and it was like, I don't know, I feel like it always had a shock factor. A lot of seinen that we got over here were shocking, their visuals. So this compared to some of the stuff Ninja Scroll, bitch,
You right.
like this is nothing. This is like Fooly Cooly. Like Fooly Cooly has those same weird vibes that this has. So I'm like, for me to have sat through Fooly Cooly, this wasn't nothing for me. Like it was weird, but I'm like, this is also anime. So,
and as we continue to go on, like a lot of this is kind of like, I feel like it's a problem for majority of people that have that same issue with like kids and bikinis at beaches. Like you have this weird self-conscious impulse to sexualize the children.
Definitely was,
you know what I mean?
This episode this week.
Oh yeah, especially this episode. But that's the thing, like watching it from a place of like, I really enjoy this, and what is it that really bothers me about things like this happening? And for the most part, it's because it has an overt, very apparent like gross factor to it, whether it's an adult over here with a child lover, 7 Deadly Sins, or same thing, jobless reincarnated. It's that type of vibe. This is just theme. Yeah,
but this at least they're all the same age group. Like for me, that's how I decide. Like me as the viewer watching this, I take myself kind of out of it because I'm obviously not looking at these characters in a sexual way, even if they're in underwear. So blah, like it doesn't really. So as long as the people experiencing the actual thing are in the romance things are around the same age, I'm usually okay. There was an anime that came out called The Girl's Guard Dog or something like that, and it was a romance anime. And like the idea was this guy raised a girl and then they like hooked up romantically. I was like, yeah, no, we don't need this. That's where it becomes, and it was like a huge age gap. Like she was in high school and he was like 27. I was like, see, you lost me. Hi, Mike, from BG Squad. So yes, I knew nothing about the show. I just stumbled on the stream. Yes, so Dandadan is amazing. The opening is top 10. top 10 of all times. Top 10.
I love that each season I get at least one. Like I feel like ever since Trigun, I've been obsessed with an opening.
At least
every season
we get a good one every season.
Yeah,
because actually, like Solo Leveling opening really grew on me. Didn't think I was gonna love it 100%. As much as I did. Yeah. And of course, Jujutsu Kaisen 8 with season 1. You love Rama? Yes, Rama is so good. The remake is so good. I'm loving it. I
love that it's updated in this way so much. We're gonna have to do
Rama.
A little brief moment.
I just like the little scene where she's fighting this panda bear, like how it opens, like she's fighting this nigga in the street and like having a whole conversation. He's just not saying anything the whole time, and they are literally scrapped. They're fighting for their life in the street, like, and people are just like, this girl is fighting a panda bear in the street, and he's literally coming for her ass and not saying anything. You should watch the remake. It's so good. They really stayed true to the nostalgia.
I haven't finished it though. Wait, does it come out weekly?
I feel like I don't know.
All out right
I
now?
haven't finished
because I definitely have been watching it like one episode at a time.
Me too. Not me thinking it was coming out weekly, and I'm pretty sure there was like multiple episodes already. Now that you mentioned it, I'm like, wait a minute, because I kind of just watch it with Dandadan, so I think I just like decided they were coming out together.
Honestly, same.
But yeah, so the opening is amazing. So episode 1, y'all watch episode 1, didn't make it past episode 1. I would implore you to push past episode 1.
At least to episode 7, bitch. At least to episode 7.
Because I think episode 7, and it's not that you won't get locked. I was locked in already. I think I liked episode 1, but then by the time we got to episode 3, where they had that kind of slice of life episode where they were kind of looking for each other,
I think that's when I was initially locked in. I feel like
I was definitely locked in. Yeah, I love it. I like romance anime, so I feel like this is giving me a lot of different genres together. And it's also just like some kids on adventures, like with crazy adventures, which I'm also like too. Yeah. So it's good. So first episode. Well, let's just talk about the infamous first episode for the people who don't know.
I want your banana organ.
Your banana organ. And now they fight this Chiquita dude. Like these bananas is crazy right now. This show in general is very heavy on genitals.
It is. missing balls.
I mean, I don't know.
This is the plot line so far.
At least to this
getting
arc.
This nigga's weenie back.
Yeah, Okarun's genitals are the major plot point to this arc. I don't think it's going to remain that way, but I definitely think for this Turbo Granny arc, this is like the main focus. So in episode 1, we see Okarun, who's kind of like quiet and nerdy. He meets the main Miss Ayase. And they kind of meet up. She believes in the supernatural, he believes in aliens, and they don't believe in the opposite. So I think they go in this tunnel and they are accosted by Turbo Granny, who says, "I'll let you suck my teeth if you let me
like you forget some of the things. You forget some of the things unless you do a dedicated rewatch."
It's so random. She did say that. Is there a lot of filler in it? I'm not sure, Mike.
It doesn't feel like it. Like even if it was filler, it's
or Dandadan. I'm not sure. We too early in Dandadan to know if there's filler.
Yeah,
because we only 9 episodes in now.
I think 9 episodes. Yeah.
So I mean, we wouldn't be there yet, but yeah. So basically, Okarun's wiener got taken and his balls. I think both.
All of it.
I think all of it was gone.
Yeah.
It all got taken, and then on the other
supernaturally,
side,
no surgery, just like bloop.
She took it. Turbo Granny took it, and on the other hand, Miss Ayase
took it and ran.
She got abducted by the aliens who were trying to. They don't have banana organs.
Well,
they were trying to get the uterus to make more of them, but they don't have.
I guess, but in the latest episode, they kept talking about both of the girls' banana organs. So I feel like they just think that's like the source of their abilities or their powers. So like they're trying to abduct them and like do research on them through their banana organs, male or female.
Okay, right. They call them banana organs. So, and they have these robotic, I think the bigger thing was these robotic
Peter Whackers.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's like Doc Ock, but like with your thing.
Yeah. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about why Turbo Granny, because we talked about it. So I think they meet Turbo Granny. They find out in essence that Turbo Granny grants Okarun powers. Like he can use her powers with Miss Ayase, like controlling his aura. Basically.
And a badass transformation too.
Right. I love his transformation. It's so good.
He turns into Shikamaru, which is funny.
I love it. So they find that out, but I was telling Twan, like we were kind of talking about the show before we get to episode 7 about how I said there was a reason Turbo Granny accosted Okarun. Did you figure it out? Did you rewatch? Did you get a chance to?
No, but you said she protects young women or young girls?
Yeah, she protects young girls because a lot of girls were being... Okay, so a lot of girls are being brought to that tunnel to be killed. They were being like murdered and R-worded and I think cut up and stuff. So I think Turbo Granny's spirit protects girls, which is why she takes the Peter Whackers of anybody who comes in the tunnel. And I think the source of it actually was the aliens. I think the aliens were actually the one murdering the girls and dissecting them.
Oh, shoot.
Not the regular people.
Cute little layer.
Right. So when Okarun came in the tunnel with Miss Ayase, I think Turbo Granny assumed he was coming there to do something to her. Which is why she accosted him.
I definitely got to go back and watch it with that now, because that does give you a little bit more weight when it comes to Turbo Granny assisting battling these aliens too. Yeah,
and then the other thing that solidifies that is the episode when they were racing her, and the crab was made of young girls.
I need to rewatch.
And they wanted her. They were saying bring her back. When they like took Turbo Granny, they were like, no, bring her back.
That is dope. Wait, did you come up with this on your own, or was it just through a rewatch, or did you like see somebody?
Yeah, like when I watched it. Well, no, after I saw that episode with the crabs full made of all the girls who were like killed, all the dead girls. And I was like, oh, that's crazy, because they were like wanting her to not leave.
See,
and
now
then
that's
like when they
crazy.
beat it was all the girls like came. It was like it was a whole bunch of girls, like dismembered girls or killed girls.
That's unfortunate. I just like, I'm so wishy-washy when it comes to when and how I do research on a show. Like if it's a show like Game of Thrones, bitch, I'm on it. If it's I don't know, for some reason it's just another anime that hits me a little different. I'm looking at the backgrounds and everything. Some shows are just so naturally enjoyable through the watch that I don't feel compelled to do that. And with this, like, I did have a thought to myself. I was like, this Turbo Granny trope, this has to be a real like Japanese like
lore or
ghost
something
story
like
lore,
that,
because I've seen this in a few anime now, specifically Turbo Granny. Like I think even
because they said she had a different name throughout history.
Mob Psycho had a portion of his show about a Turbo Granny in a tunnel, just like this. So yeah, I feel like that's
one of those like cultural things that I think if you don't have the cultural knowing, it goes over your head, and so you watch it. But I think it's important because you watch it with a different lens. Like I think that the introduction of Turbo Granny. So this first episode, a lot of people feel like it was random. Like, oh, why are we putting this scene in here? Why are they trying to murder this girl and do horrible things to her? And why is Turbo Granny taking his dick? Like, I think people just look at it and they're just like, why is all this weird stuff happening? And because we don't have the cultural context of the lore of Turbo Granny, we don't automatically understand that.
Yeah, putting all the pieces together. Now I'm sitting here about how many other stuff I'm missing, because that really flew right over my head. With a show like
I think Granny said it. I think Granny was talking about Turbo Granny hanging out in the tunnel because of the girls. And she was like, you don't, because she was telling them they were standing at the tunnel. And she was like, you don't do something with the dead, and then you don't do that, like telling them that. It was like right there when she said that's why Turbo Granny was hanging out at the tunnels. So I think she had said it too. But I do think those banana organ aliens were responsible for killing a lot of the girls.
Got you. See, I'm like, with a show like this, sometimes I just like lean into the randomness of it all.
Right.
And I find, the entertainment and the hilarity in it just being so random to the point where I don't look for the connecting threads. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I wouldn't have been on TikTok or anything looking this up, because it's like you said, it's so fun. It's just like a crazy in your face animated. I don't even think I wouldn't have thought it was that deep until episode 7. But before that, I wouldn't have been looking for nothing. So it was something I kind of
never. I thought this was gonna be my like Family Guy of anime right now. Right. I thought I was gonna be able to just turn on the recent episode, put it on the dub, and if I throw on the dub, I'm not like crazy heavily invested. I'm just like listening while I'm doing stuff.
Right.
But I'm telling you, I don't know, around that slice of life episode, what was that? Episode 4? Episode 3?
Yeah, I call it the slice of life episode.
Yeah, like I was sad for that.
Romance,
yeah, and ever since that episode, I was just so invested in seeing their relationship bloom to the point where now I'm just like waiting for that confession episode.
I love it because it's like, what is this genre? Like they're fighting, they're transforming, there's romance, there's slice of life. They will the emotional whiplash. It's too much.
What would you? What is this genre? What would you put if you had to put a name on it?
It's everything. That's Dochi.
Boom bap boom.
Boom bap. Boom bap rap.
That's what it is. It's boom bap. But this is the boom bap genre.
This is the boom bap genre. If you don't know what we're talking about Dochi. Alligator Bites Never Heal album. It's amazing. It's a song on there called Boom Bap. Makes sense because Turbo Granny possessed a little homie to help the girl in the cat. Yeah, so I think if you watch the first episode, for anybody that watched the first episode and struggled to get past it, watch it with the lens of all of this supernatural happening in the cave is related. Like Okarun taking Miss Ayase in there triggered Turbo Granny thinking he was going to harm her. And then she also was able to use him to kill the aliens who had probably been harming the girls she was trying to protect. So you look at it at that lens, I feel like it's a little bit different. Like it's a little bit different. And maybe from the get-go, maybe like Yella's saying, she wanted a pact with Okarun so that she could get the aliens. So maybe that's what it was. And she only let him live because the girl cared about him. Exactly. Because Turbo Granny's a girl's girl. Okay, she only let him live because Miss Ayase.
Except for when she lied about how that girl died. We gonna get into
I
that.
love Turbo Granny. Sorry, the Turbo Granny merch, the little cat. I'm so glad. I love Turbo.
Yeah, I need to get into some more merch right now because
Yeah.
number one, I'm in a drought. I need some new shirts, but also Turbo Granny is a full on key. Like
Yes.
honestly, I think in my hierarchy of favorite characters is like it's Turbo Granny.
Mm-hmm.
Straight off of GP is Acrobatic Silky. Acrobatic Silky.
Don't say acrobatic Silky.
And then probably Okarun.
I'm about to cry just thinking about it. I just can't. Like, okay, so anyway, we get past the art. I love Granny. Granny's amazing. So we meet Granny. And what do we get to? We did the Slice of Life episode.
We do get the little bit of a dive into Miss Ayase and her grandma. Her grandma's relationship. Like she always didn't believe in the supernatural. Like I think her grandma made her do this little pointy thing on the head
on the finger,
to keep her safe. And she was like, "Bitch, ain't nothing happening. This is making me look stupid. All the boys in school is making fun of me. F you, grandma." And then they get older. For some strange reason, grandma get hot as hell.
Yeah, grandma's sexy jutsu.
Yeah. Sexy jutsu with the May from Jujutsu Kaisen and the Mars Simpson hair.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's actually good. That's a good, whatever she got going on. I like all that.
Right.
Give me all of that.
And so now she's the like the Gojo of this show. Without powers.
She's pretty hot. I'm not gonna hold you. So yeah, the first couple episodes we go through that, and then I think they did the race. He got his wiener back, but he didn't get his balls. He didn't have his balls. And so they were like, "Oh my God, where are your balls?" And that's the part where Turbo Granny really like just won me over when she gets in this lucky cat. And she's like, "Boy, I dropped them somewhere." Because that's so me coded. Like, where my balls at? Oh shit, I don't know. I dropped them in the park somewhere.
But then we were squabbling.
Right. They probably
I dropped them.
I'm betting I done picked them up. So they went looking for his balls because they were literal golden balls.
Covered in her spiritual pressure, essentially. Her reaction.
There was gold. So they're gold.
Yeah.
Like literally gold balls. And so they went looking for them, couldn't find them. Obviously somebody picked them up because it's a gold ball. And I think it turns out that the classmate had them. The pink hair girl, whatever her name is. She had found the ball, and after that she could start seeing spirits. So she could see Miss Ayase's ghost arm, which is her power. And she was like, "Oh, she a demon." So that's kind of how we get to the point of the episode of Acrobat Silky, because I think she went ghost hunting or something. What did she go do? How did she end up at the place where Acrobat Silky was? If y'all know in the chat, let me know, because I can't remember off the top of my head. I
think so too. She was trying to, like, I know she was believing Miss Ayase to be like head demon, like controller of all, and that Okarun was the victim of the situation, and she was trying to help him. I'm not quite sure how they ended up there. I cannot remember, but I feel like it definitely has to do with like maybe confronting Miss Ayase.
Because they all ended up foolery. Right, yeah, because they all ended up there together. And that's where we meet Acrobat Silky.
Now, this is going to be the bulk of the show.
Put a one in the chat.
I want to talk about this.
Put a one in the chat if you cried on episode 7.
Boo who cried. And I watched this during lunch, bitch. Once again, this show just led me.
Don't do it.
I know you did. And I can outwardly say I should know better at this point in time. But some just compelled me. I had a whole hour of lunch, nothing to do specifically. I'm at home, not in the office. So I said, let's put it on. Let's feel a little something and get back to work. Bitch, after 25 minutes, specifically after the last like 5, 6, 7 minutes of this show, I sat there and bawled, bitch.
Okay, how hard did you cry? Since Rashawn put a 1 in the chat, how hard did you cry on a scale of like a keep it cute little to snot, I might have to blow my nose, I'm about to get a headache, crying.
I think it's appropriate. I can put it on at a 7 out of episode 7. 7, because there was definitely a little bit of like, I wiped my face more than twice.
You had to wipe my face more than
twice, and then it also took me a few minutes after
to gather yourself
to take another call. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for the.
Because I was just so stuck. I was just so stuck on the disrespect, and we're gonna get there. After everything was said and done, so it was a lot that was hitting me in the chest at one time.
Shout out to Rashawn for the super sticker. Thank you. We appreciate it. I forgot we monetized. Not me forgetting, but yes, for me it wasn't a 10. Anohana was a 10 because I
imagine yours would be like an 8.5 or 9.
I was probably at a smooth ass 9. I really was going through it. I like body shaking, cry, like your whole body's crying, like in the cry. It was one of them. It was like
because I'm trying to imagine what that looked like.
You know, you try to whole body is in this cry. I was not expecting that. From the fight, I'm not new to anime, so like if anytime you have a show with demons or anything like that, you expect sometimes, like I know Demon Slayer does that, where they show you the backstory to the demon sometimes, and you kind of like, so it's not a strange concept, but oh my god, this one was, once again, because of, I think if you miss the Turbo Granny backstory, which is moving to some degree but not as in your face, this would definitely have really snatched your edges.
Yeah, I feel like. Because that is my journey. The whole Turbo Granny theme completely went over my head. So experiencing this from the time we meet this little girl to the end, completely roundhouse kicked me to the jaw.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's get into it. So pretty much, they're there to do whatever they were there to do, and they came across this ghost named Acrobatic Silky, and she is obsessed with this pink hair girl. She believes
it's her daughter. I don't know her name because I don't like her, but I know Acrobatic Silky. Yeah, she he did the Solo Thugs here.
I probably
you stronger than me. You stronger than me. But
I was broken.
Yeah, so she keeps calling her daughter. Yeah.
Yeah, she pretty much wants to eat her, to have her with her forever, which doesn't really have no context to us now, besides the fact that this is a crazy ass ghost with a big ass mouth, and I'm scared. So they flying all around, getting thrown against walls and shit. Eventually gets eaten. Whooping their ass. Acrobatic Silky is nothing to play with.
One thing about me, I like somebody who gonna beat some kids' ass in the show because they be wanting to smoke. I look at Serials, want to smoke. I love a villain or a character that will whoop up on some kids, and she was.
But actually, leave Okarun alone. Okarun is a genuinely sweet.
I love him. I want to hold him in my bosom
so badly. Like I just want to tell him everything is gonna be okay. You have people, right?
I love him.
His obsession with Miss Ayase is literally.
He's so like Tanjiro coded for me too, kind of. But and crybaby.
But also with as much adversity and like solitude that he experiences, he's also so emotionally intelligent. It's disgusting.
We love an emotionally intelligent. He's so. Oh my god. Let's talk about this because this past episode, he really like. Oh, I love him. He called it a P. Diddy
Not P. Diddy anime. As long as we don't get baby oil, I'm gonna be able to look past this.
Right. And the fact that she was saved.
No. Okay, never mind.
But yes, let's continue. So episode 7. Oh no, that was episode 6. So episode 7, we get the backstory to Acrobatic Silky, and this is where I was not ready because I think
the lead up for that. Lead up for that. So she swallows homegirl in the pink hair, but she also swallows Okarun and Miss Ayase, the two supernatural beings get away scot-free. But Turbo Granny says because anytime a yokai eats a human, they automatically die. Now let's put a pause on that, because I watched this video that made me die laughing. They said Grandma Turbo Granny is full of bullshit, because they slowed down a scene where Acrobatic Silky knocked Okarun and Pink Hair Girl out the air from the top of the ceiling, bitch. Fell to the ground. Okarun did not break her fall. This Pink Hair Girl landed right on her neck from the top of the ceiling to the floor and bounced on her neck. That is what killed that little girl. It was not the yokai, baby.
But maybe it was
that fall.
If she wasn't already dead. If she wasn't already dead.
That definitely did after that. That definitely did it.
I'm kind of tired. Like, girl, y'all put me in this cat. I don't know what y'all want me to do. I don't know what y'all want me to do.
I'm just here to give you fucking commentary.
I'm here for the vibes. Right. I'm here for exposition.
So they trying to save the girl.
Right. So they are trying to save the girl. Yeah. Because she dead. She's dead. I love that. Yeah. I love killing characters. Even if you bring them back, we just need to know you about that life. Like,
especially because I wasn't expecting her to be dead. I mean, I didn't see the neck snapping of a fall immediately. I had to slow it down after seeing that video. But I just everybody's taking a beating. But it makes sense because Miss Ayase has her supernatural powers, giving her kind of like a little bit of defense buff, and then Okarun has Turbo Granny. Because
no human should have survived what Acrobat was doing to them anyway. Even if she didn't get swallowed, she was whipping up on them kids. So she was dead. So they're trying to bring her back. I think that's how we enter into the episode, and then we get the flashback of Silky and where she came from, and this is where the pain starts.
Because you gave me some form of a warning, you were like, "This is a rough ride." Like,
I was not expecting.
Have your Kleenex. Like, so I went into it knowing shit was gonna go left somehow, somewhere. Now, I'm thinking it's gonna be Okarun. I'm thinking, who is it that could do something to me that's really gonna fuck me up? And I said, they're gonna do something to Okarun. Okarun's gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna die, and he's gonna have his Itadori moment. Scratching the ground, bleeding. You are my special. But then, like you said, we went into Acrobatic Silky storyline, and once the baby came into screen, and I saw how adorably they animated this child, I said, "Oh."
When she had the dress on.
Okay.
When she had the dress on, and I was like, "This is why she has the same dress on." I was already crying immediately. And the little girl was missing the same tooth my daughter was missing, weeping, because I didn't even know what's going to happen to these people yet, but I knew she was a curse or demon with them. So I was like, it's not going to be good. And at first I wasn't sure if the little girl was her or I didn't know who was who yet. So like she got the dress on, so I'm just like, okay, it could be her. Yeah. It could have been a child, right? Who I didn't know yet. So I'm just, but as soon as I saw the dress, I say, oh, it's finna go down. But I still was like, I don't know how it's gonna go down. And at first I wasn't even sure if it really was her daughter because of how she looked when she came in the house. It almost was like, is this really a child or whatever? So basically you get this whole backstory of her spending some money to buy her daughter this beautiful dress. I think that's what she has spent the money.
Just being a hard-working mom. That montage had her working 3 jobs.
Yeah, she was working. It's
implied that she's a lady of the night and that she was just doing everything in her power to make her daughter's life amazing. And in that montage, you show that she was being a successful mother. That baby never not once smiled. That baby loved her. Like,
yes. Oh my God.
Like,
they spent all this free time together. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think she spent the money she was supposed to pay the pimp with to get the dress.
It showed her collecting her money every night on that cash on that stand. She took the money, put it in an envelope to pay them. They clipped over to showing her birthday stuff, and she was like, they showed her taking money out the envelope, went and bought the dress, came back, spent one last night together with her falling asleep on her lap. And then that's where this mangaka
and it's the way they cut the scene to be sleep is cute. we cut to the little girl crying and screaming as her mom's getting beat up by these men in the house. Who's the pimp,
and like
obviously.
and
Yeah.
like be like thrown into glass, like
Yeah.
real
Oh
time
my
damage,
God. Yes.
cuts everywhere, deep gashes. Like I think they even cut her eye open
I think because she had the
because it like
she was trying to like fight, but it was the glass cut her, and I think she ended up being on the bed, just like bleeding out from her arms.
yeah,
And
yeah, bleeding out
and
for
then we
arms.
saw
And
the
I remember
pimp
because it
take
was
the little
like a
girl,
clear eyelash.
right? And then we
Mhm.
see the pimp walk out with the little girl.
So
And
she's
the,
knocked on the ground. Baby's gone. She's unconscious. But bitch, 3 seconds, maybe five, passed by, and she said, "Oh, you got a baby to go get." Pops back
oh
up. No thought
oh,
to
let's.
it.
I'm
No,
just gonna
not
like
feeling
play it
no
with no
pain.
sound and hope we don't get a copyright strike. I'm gonna just put the
Oh my
cinematic
goodness.
masterpiece that was that sequence from the
Yes.
time she got up. I don't know.
Like anime episode of the year.
Yeah, did something
Like
to me.
I don't care what took place in Freerin. I don't care what we got in Jujutsu Kaisen. Bitch, whatever y'all want to put up for the best scene of the year, you gonna have to play it twice for me, right next to this scene.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna play the music or anything, but it is just the sequence when she woke up.
Yeah, go back
And
and do it because the music adds so much to it too.
yeah, but this is how she
Oh, a
woke
beautiful
up, and
score.
this is the sequence that we see of her running through the streets looking for her little girl after she's been knocked out for Lord knows how long. We don't know how long she was asleep, but the way it showed the panic that you would have. Oh, no. Oh my gosh. It's so hard to watch. It's so hard to watch. So this the sequence she wakes
Got the
up.
music.
Oh, and then this which this sequence a lot of people talk about. She was a ballerina. And a lot of people say, well, what happened to her? How did she die? I know in the manga it showed her actually going off the building. Even though they didn't show that, thank God, because I couldn't handle it.
They showed enough.
You hear the thump though.
I mean, you see her now doing her. This is her apparently going across the rooftop towards the edge, but you can see her on her final spin, like this right here. You can clearly tell she's going well beyond an edge. Well, maybe not now. That's a little misdirect.
But once she goes off, edge, but you can tell she's up above, and you see that.
And then this right here, and then they did throw that thud in there too.
Yeah, the thud was there. Oh my God. Pain. Just
not
pain.
Netflix.
Yes. So yeah, that sequence was beautiful. So you get that whole sequence, and I think, was I crying? I can't even remember how hard I was crying at this point. I feel like I was definitely bawling trying to watch the scene through tears. What happens right after this? Because I feel like I blacked out. I don't really remember what happened.
Was there anything else I wanted to say about that scene? I don't think so.
I think that was the main point. It was really powerful, and a lot of people said they didn't really understand. I know some people were like, "What happened?" They didn't really understand how she died. But
I can get not knowing what happened to the kid, but like her, it felt very self-explanatory. Bitch, she just fought tooth and nail to save her baby, failed, and she just didn't have no other option. That was her life. I
think it was confusing though because of the cut from her falling in the street to this, with her apparently being up on the building. And for some people, they were like, wasn't she just on the ground? So she was just dancing on the ground. So did she get hit by a car? Did she? I think a lot of people were like, how did she die? They didn't quite get it.
Yeah. So I guess it's led to believe that she was being trafficked and eventually died, her daughter. And then after she fell, that's kind of when we flash back to present day with Miss Ayase on the ground, and Okarun being like, "Oh, I told you I was gonna whoop your ass if you touched her, right?" And it turns out she just witnessed all of that firsthand because she was connecting her soul with the pink hair girl's soul. So she got both of their backgrounds, the pink hair girl and
how they were connected.
And so she was just overwhelmed with emotion, and she was like, "Bitch, do not touch her. She's
Leave
been
her
through
alone."
enough." Which I was just like, the show or whoever the mangaka that wrote this scene did such an amazing job knowing exactly, or maybe just the anime and the way that they paced it. They knew exactly how the audience felt, the majority of the audience.
We needed a beat,
and how we reacted and wanted to react, and they accomplished it all between Miss Ayase and the pink hair girl.
Yeah,
like it turns out that after she did that, she was dead, and her ghost is now in the street.
just in the street, like I guess looking for her daughter.
Exactly. And the pink hair girl, apparently, since apparently a little kid could have some form of supernatural ability, because she could see her for a moment and thought that was her mom. She even tugged on her dress. So that's where she initially like imprinted on the pink hair girl and was like, "You're my daughter now."
Yeah.
But it wasn't until after that they explained, like, once her life was successfully saved, the pink hair girl, I didn't know what words to put it. It felt like she was like, "My soul can be the power for yours," or something like that.
Basically, yeah.
But in doing that, they gave the exposition that she is now pretty much landing in some type of purgatory, like forever to be alone, forgotten by everyone. Like she will never be, remembered or anything like that. Like it was just so horrible for everything that she went through to protect this girl. Like
then she don't get to go to heaven. She don't go to the light. She don't go to the light.
That fight deserved a reward in some form or fashion. I don't care how it looked. It did not deserve a punishment. That shit blew me to the high heavens. Because I said, if y'all really gonna end this storyline for this character like this after giving me that,
it was so sad. It's just like a tragedy. And then they're like, she don't go to the Turbo Grant's like, girl, she ain't going to the light. And they was like, what do you mean? What do you mean she's not going to the light?
And then the pink hair girl, it almost as I said in my spirit that I wanted to hug Acrobatic Silky, she runs up with a great little anime, not even like crazily animated, but it was just like the detail, like her steps.
Because I had just really
everybody, the embrace.
Having just now caught your breath from crying from the tragedy that was Acrobat Silky's life and loss of her daughter, to then hearing that, to now the hug, which the hug was like, oh, this is so nice. But then when Acrobat Silky started going over her regrets of I should have been a better mother, I was like,
no. So the hug took place after that. The hug took place after that, because it was after
she was hugging her. Yeah,
she was like, I wish I would have gave her more.
As she was disintegrating.
Played with her more. I wish I would have bought her more pretty dresses. I'm like, you did everything you could. You did enough.
Man, I broke.
You could not tell what was gonna happen. Like,
I feel like that's when I really broke. And she hugged her, and then I went off, and I was just like, can we get the different outro music? Because
they definitely did another Jujutsu Kaisen. You are my special bitch.
Right. Because I was not here for it. I was like, we just need to
this was even worse, because that one was just like overtly cheery. Like their ending is just hilarity. This is not a funny moment.
I was wrecked.
And I know it's not like, listen, bitch, plenty of shows then tailor their ending to fit the vibe of that, whether it's like no black screen and the credits play,
but
as the scene continues.
That's like the running joke. Like your favorite character died, and they're gonna come on with that little upbeat happy people. Dun, dun, dun,
happy people.
Bleach, like, bitch, turn this shit off.
I forgot about happy people.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Can you imagine Soul Society just obliterated? Half the Gote 13 is killed in front of the people they love the most.
Happy people. Like, I hated that outro so much. I hated that outro, but it's slapped down.
It wasn't.
It be riding, but I hated it in the moment.
I can't say I go back to it, but it's definitely, it sticks out.
Yeah, so I mean, that was crazy. And I think from that episode, I was just like, this is that girl. Like, this is that one. If somebody's like, I like anime, you watch Dandadan? It's that girl. I mean, because Jujutsu Kaisen was that one. I feel like Solo Leveling is one. I be having conversations. I wear a lot of anime stuff. So, like, generally, when I go to the grocery store, I'm talking to people about anime. They're like, oh, I'm like, what do you like?
Oh.
Like, have you seen... What? I'm like, have you seen, Solo Leveling? Yeah, like, have you seen Solo Leveling? Have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen? Like, what are you watching? This is definitely one of those where I feel like you need to be watching Dandadan. And
so,
yeah,
episode 7 was definitely the episode that I needed to be like, there's something here.
Yeah,
it stands for more than just the bullshit. And now I'm fully. They have. I'm not gonna lie to you though. They have set the bar with this episode.
Yeah.
When I say they set the bar, they threw it up there and it got stuck. So what I'm hoping is that it's up and it's stuck as fuck. So I'm hoping that throughout the rest of this season, I do want to see the back and forth. I want to be able to see the ridiculous ass moments, the great fight scenes, but then I really want you, now that I know you're capable, I do want to see them incorporate a lot more
emotions
of those types of give me that depth a little bit. I feel like
we're gonna get that as more curses get introduced. Like, I'm trying to see what's up with these aliens though, because they really a problem. Because the next episode was them at the house, right? Yeah, that was them, like, pink hair girl. Everybody was back at Miss Ayase house. Mm-hmm. When she hit that, when they put that man nut back with the baseball bat, I was like, this show is crazy. Why y'all like this?
Right after what you just did to me.
Why are we like this? Like, that was
now
crazy.
We playing nutball.
Yeah, we playing nutball. That was crazy. And then they go to school, I think, and then like everybody disappeared. So that's kind of how. But we get another one of those slice of life third love triangle episodes, kind of right in sandwiched in between, which I love it. They're giving me what it needs to give. Like,
right, I just love it. Like trying to work out to impress her, which is a very real thing, bitch. The way I wish I could just disappear and then come back as the new Twan, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did Joe pull a Nikocado avocado? Backlog some videos, post those out there and pop out. That's what he was trying to do. And it just, ended up backfiring. It looked like he was trying to make out with the girl that
and she wanted. She's here for it.
So. She's the most elementary way you can when you could produce thirst in a show is what this girl is providing. Like, she is thirsty for some Okarun.
She wanted back,
but it's definitely making me more lit. But that's what I'm saying. It's making me more lit to be like, Miss Ayase, like, step your cookies up, bitch. You're gonna have to really come into yourself, because the longer you sleep,
all that pushing him away, keeping him at arm's length, girl, is not.
You're gonna have to check that. And speaking of when I was saying about his emotional intelligence, so that was kind of the first thing that was sticking out of my mind when I said that, is the fact that all this, like, she's seeing like a certain situation, she's not really wanting to talk about it, not giving him the opportunity to speak, and he's doing everything he can to see what's wrong, but she just will not communicate it. He is as powerful as he is.
It was definitely Serena and Cordell coded.
Fully Serena and Cordell, which I just watched a compilation on YouTube of their entire time together on Love Island. It was pretty much Love Island only Serena and Cordell. And it was amazing, bitch. That pier scene, like, Oscar, give them their Emmy, their Tony, do it. But yeah, it was definitely one of those where he just literally sat down and was like, I've had enough. Like, this is how you have a healthy conversation. I need you to partake in this with me.
Right.
I genuinely need you to.
So yeah, he is very, and we get that also at the end of the episode that came out this week, because I think in the middle of their confrontation, the Chiquita bananas, because they start saying Chiquita, which I don't think they're saying in the manga.
Are they saying Chiquita?
Oddly specific. Cause it'd be like the little robot that came to square up with them was saying Chiquita, which is
The little
bananas.
praying mantis.
Yeah, so I'm like, what's this about? What's with the bananas? I have no idea. Before I forget, speaking of the manga, the little girl died. Okay, Silky little girl died. They didn't really say in the show, but in the manga, when Silky disappeared, she rejoined her daughter in the spirit realm, which means she did.
So, which, like, give me that closure. But I guess they did it. So
I don't know.
Girl, the way I needed that. I needed it so bad.
I would have rather left that episode hoping she was alive somewhere. With the way I already felt, because if I would have seen that little girl meet her in the afterlife, and then I would have went into a whole spiral about how she was probably murdered by the pimp, and she probably died a horrible death, and like I would spiral.
But it's not designed for you to do that. It's designed for you to see
that's
her
what I'm gonna do.
Embraced and happy once more in the afterlife, especially after they just told her that she's going to dissolve into nothing. That's what I needed. But like it had me very mad, and it had me a little pissed off afterwards, because as much as I appreciate the episode and the art that it was and what it pulled out of me, I hated the fact that this is where they was going to leave this character. But luckily in this fight with the banana aliens, pop right back up. Now, it isn't per se, I don't know 100% if this is actually acrobatic Silky or if this is like the power shifting the pink hair girl and the way she communicates, because the same thing happens to Okarun, but it's not Turbo Granny. So it's still not scratching the itch.
Right.
Yeah. So it's still not scratching the itch of acrobatic Silky's back, but it does do.
You do get her face though, so it's kind of like she, and also it resolves that she lives on. Like she kind of lives on. Like she will not be forgotten. Somebody carries her with them. So I think it's very like it's a good resolution.
Yeah.
For that, because she's not forgotten. She doesn't disappear. Somebody's carrying her. She remains.
Exactly.
She gets to help her and protect her, which is what she wanted. So I think it's a good resolve. So yeah, we go into this next episode where the Chiquita banana niggas pop out, show niggas, and Acrobat Silky. We get the transformation of Pink Hair Girl and Okarun. They're fighting together to fight the Chiquita banana people. This past 2 episodes is crazy. This fight is crazy.
Absolutely crazy. And the amount of time that these characters spend completely in the nude is absurd. I think this entire episode.
So a lot of people hate this episode.
Butt ass naked.
I think a lot of people hate this episode because of the fan. But we did an episode way back in the day. We were so ahead of our time about fan service. When is it too much? We talked about like ecchi and stuff like that. To me, I don't like, I don't play about the kids. But this is not triggering for me.
Thank you. I was hoping we would get into that, because it's the way that it's provided to you. It's the way that I'm digesting this that does not make it as weird as some of these other shows that definitely deserve some side eyes. This feels like very circumstantial, right? Like they, explain, how, he lost his clothes, or at least you see how it happens. And the entire fight is like, it's just him being, embarrassed about being in the buff.
Right.
And the scenarios that take place, they aren't overtly sexual. They aren't like grotesque in any way, in my opinion.
And they're all just like embarrassed
very
about
cheeky
it.
Scenes.
Yeah.
It's very cheeky. It's very tongue in cheek when it comes to the comedy in this episode. Now, it was a lot more. It was a lot more cheek to the screen that I would, than I would prefer, but as a whole, like, I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me to be like, oh, this is crazy, what's going on, these some sick pervs,
No, I mean, the Chiquita banana people are weird, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. So what's the like we need to know where these aliens coming from, because since first episode I'm like, it's a moon above the school, my guy. There's a whole ship. Nobody else gonna see this. Who are these niggas? Like, that's what I kind of want from like now that we're moving. I don't know how many episodes we're gonna get, but I would like to understand where these aliens coming from. Like, is this just a world where aliens just descend upon schools? Why are these Chiquita banana aliens hanging out at this high school? Like, I do want to get that. So I have faith that maybe we will get that, because they're this is a phenomenon only happening at their school. or to these kids. I don't know. Like the moon spaceship was close to it, so I'm not sure what's going on. But at this point, the Chiquita Banana people done came back, so y'all gonna have to explain how aliens fit in this world. Truly,
Absolutely agree.
at this point.
Nothing they can do. And I had a bunch of high hopes for Uzumaki giving me what I needed, and it never did. But I feel slightly different. But I feel slightly different when it comes to this one. So
I have faith. Give me your banana. That is a good vocal stem. The banana, it's a vocal stem. But I do love with them being naked. Once again, it didn't really bother me because they're in the water. They're blah blah blah. When they was doing the little dance fighting scene, that was crazy and wild. But once again, it's anime hijinks at its finest for me. I've been watching anime since 1995, so at this point, like, hey, how are you, Yumi? So at this point, I've been watching anime since 1995. This is not it. Like, this is I've seen way worse things. And the girls had their, little underwear on, and it's like how every anime always has that beach scene.
Right.
Like every anime has a beach episode, where you're going to get the people in the swimsuits. So it's kind of like this is their beach episode for me. So I don't feel like it was super crazy. I did like the emotional intelligence Okarun showed at the end of the episode when he was like, girl, I was like,
standing ovation.
I love him so much. He's just
open your mouth, communicate to me.
Yeah, like
I am not in your body, you are not in mine. How am I supposed to know what you're experiencing? This man said, I want to explain everything to you, and I can, but you will not give me the fucking time to do so.
He really sat her ass down.
Put her right in that chair. And reclined it.
She was blushing. I said, ooh, look at her. They're so cute. Got to. They're so
because
cute.
If you respond any other way, it's pig-headed and you just being obtuse.
Yeah.
What is your part in this, we say?
I love that. So I'm curious to know how this next episode is going to go. The Nessie scene was crazy. That whole episode was crazy.
There's a lot I can't explain. I am so in the dark with this Loch Ness Monster / dinosaur / Godzilla. I am
Where
so
did Nessie
lost.
come from?
Is that like one of their pets?
Now, part of me was like, okay, I know Okarun is into like the supernatural and like aliens and conspiracies. So I was assuming that maybe he believes in the Loch Ness Monster because, it's a conspiracy, like the Loch Ness Monster. So I don't know if they finally saw the Loch Ness Monster, like, oh my gosh, it's the Loch Ness Monster. And then he's like, Nessie's evil. Nessie's not nice. Like, that's kind of what I thought, because I don't remember seeing Nessie before this episode. So I'm assuming.
Well, she was in the episode before last with Miss Ayase by herself. It had snuck up around the corner and did that like laser thing. It cut damn near the whole school in half.
Oh,
that was her first experience with it, and then it disappeared, and it just popped back up in this episode.
I got to go back. It'd be so much stuff happening in Dandadan. Like I've already watched it through. So up until episode 7, I had watched it through twice, just because once again, it's such a fever dream that I knew this is something I would have to watch more than once if I wanted to catch what was actually happening. So these last batch of episodes, since episode 7, I have not watched them again. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I audibly say a lot of times as I'm watching Dandadan, like, what the fuck am I watching?
You got to you got to put it, you got to question it. That's the only way you're gonna get to the meat, is if you question it.
Yeah. Oh, Turbo Granny is the same voice actor as Luffy, and the aliens are Zoro. I thought Turbo Granny had I love Turbo Granny's voice.
I do too. Now that's the Japanese or the American?
I'm assuming Japanese, but I don't know. She got that old Japanese lady voice, like a Yubaba. Like it's the right amount of Christy. I love it. But yes, thank you. I love little fun facts like that. That's cute. So, what else? I think they fought. That's kind of where we are up to. So, all that to say.
Now, I thought from the trailer for this episode, I really thought there was going to be a confession in there, because I thought the pink hair girl was Miss Ayase and she was leaning in to kiss her, but I apparently remembered the hair colors wrong because Miss Ayase, I mean the pink hair girl leaned into Okarun like she was gonna kiss him, and I thought that was
trying
Miss
to get
Ayase.
it. I don't know how much this love triangle is gonna love triangle because I just feel like Okarun is so direct. With him being like him being the nerdy guy, kind of, he's so self-assured that I don't see. I watch a lot of romance anime. I'm like, there's always a triangle. There's always the this happened and it didn't get explained. I just can't see that happening after this episode because he really snatched her ass. Like, don't play with me.
Yeah,
if
he's
you see something you don't like, say something.
Right. I think he's Miss Ayase down, and I don't think there's going to be any type of major shift to that. What I think is they're going to do this whole because we're kind of going to see the same thing play out. I feel like with Rama, we're going to see. Well, damn, Antoine, you've seen Rama. That's a spoiler. But anyway, let me keep it to this. I feel like there's going to be, and this is one thing I do give this show kudos for, their intro, because it's so wild and wacky. I love that because it's not just them for 45 seconds or whatever showing you exactly what's going to happen.
I hate spoilers. I hate spoilers. Like Bleach, y'all still doing it. Why y'all still giving spoilers?
It's 2024.
Ain't there some new episodes of Bleach out, bitch? I forgot.
Yeah. I am watching that as well, and it is kind of good. I don't feel compelled to speak about it, so I haven't brought it up, but it has been an enjoyable watch, just as a Bleach fan.
I forgot because it was just like happening in the background, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, it's been good. Uryu needs to get his ass whooped, but other than that,
always being said it, being needed it,
okay. Right. And also I feel like every female in the show got like 45 cc's before this new season started.
I'm so sick of them.
Because why is Arihime's breast literally 2 watermelons the long way?
But she don't do nothing else. The question is, has she got 45 cc's of usefulness?
Not at all. I mean, she looks like her barriers are stronger, but girl, she's doing the same old thing she's been doing for season upon season upon season upon season upon season upon season. And somebody told me they don't think it's gonna get no better. And I feel like they gave me that spoiler without just putting think on it. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't gonna do nothing the rest of the series. I'm convinced, and I'm not gonna be looking for it. I don't know why they brought Chad to this fight either.
not you going out to a fool. This is how.
Sorry.
No, like, because I be laughing because every time Bleach comes out, this I'm like, it looks amazing. I will love it. The fan service is top tier. But I always get into these spirals of how much I hate these niggas. And I just really need to, like, not.
For me, it's specifically how they do Orihime and Chad. Because we see
friends,
we see what they're doing with Ishida. This nigga got a little boost. Why can't you give it to these other two? Y'all had all the ingredients to make Orihime some type of goddess.
No ultra boost in what's the little place they was at? Del Taco.
Himeko Mundo. That's what it is.
Del Taco. If he ain't get no boost beyond that, here, bitch, is not happening.
Yeah, we can go ahead and cut that.
From what I heard, apparently the series will have 2. It would be like in 2 parts and have more episodes in the summer. They've been doing it a lot lately, so I'm cool with that actually. Because after the whole Jujutsu Kaisen debacle with season 2, with them trying to do all of them in a row without a nice break to give the animators time to catch up, I'm totally okay with mid-season breaks if that's what's needed.
And I feel like even though they're saying this season 2 is Solo Leveling ended this year.
Solo Leveling, they calling this season 2?
Yeah.
That's cute. Because they used to say it was gonna be part 2. They were saying this is part 2, but I guess they decided to delay it a little longer and just make it season 2.
I don't know, but I'm happy it's coming back so quickly. Beginning of January, we got it.
There's not enough Sun Jin Woo merch. Also, can we just put that?
Oh my god, I cannot wait! Especially when we get some of these future scenes.
We need more. Give the girlies what we want. We need more Sun Jin Woo stuff. We haven't talked about anime.
To you, but when Thomas Andre hit the scene.
Are we gonna be scrapping? Are we gonna be scrapping at the cons?
Potentially.
I got new merch. I got new posters. You want to see
Oh, you
them?
got posters?
You want to see
Yes.
them?
Are you about to unveil them on the live?
Yeah, I'm gonna show them to y'all real quick. Hold on.
This is always exciting. Bree got so much cute merch. I still haven't got my Crocs though, so I can finally get some of these giblets. Gibbets or giblets? I feel very country saying giblets, and I feel like they're gibbets. Somebody please tell me in the comments. Intro song is a banger. Starts off with that go beat, then gets melodic. Art is clean. What they say? Momo shoulder dance so aggressive. I love that shit, bro. And then the little jump at the end, iconic. That's the reason I put these glasses on, because I feel like it's Okarun that does that, and he looks down with them. What else is starting to? I need these back on. From what I heard, yeah, I can't wait for everything to come back though. Solo leveling, definitely ready for Demon Slayer to finish up. I feel like after that last season, Demon Slayer, this needs to be the final one. I feel like it just feels right. Let it go ahead and go out on a potential high, because last season was not it at the end of it all.
All right, I'm back. We might have to go square screen so we can see them.
Okay.
How do I change who put this shape on me and I can't change it? I don't even know how to change it. Rashawn, tell me how to change the shape. If you can hear the sound. Oh, there you go. There we go. Bow. All right, so they had a cute little sale for Black Friday at this local store I like to go to. I be hanging out there all the time. And so they had a sale. They had some good Black Friday sales. But I got my kids some posters because they like they're like
I can hear them too.
Yeah. So this is the Princess Peach one.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, my daughter loves Princess Peach. So that's one. And then I was gonna get so my niece is like me. She likes Jujutsu Kaisen. She's in love with Gojo and Geto. So I was gonna get her a poster. That's the last one I'm gonna show you. But I got this one for my oldest daughter. It's let me see, Spy Family.
I gotta really catch back up on Spy Family.
Yes, she loves Spy Family. So I got her that. It's really cute. And they were like $10. Thank you.
I love those.
Super sticker. Now this one I had got for her. I was like, I'm gonna keep this.
It's 3 of them?
It's 3. I didn't even know when I bought it. I thought it was 2. So sorry.
Who did you not see in it?
Toji.
Oh wow. I saw Toji and Gojo first.
I said, oh yeah, this is staying with me. This is staying with me.
I'm so jealous.
Yes. I got it from Stonecrest Mall, bitch.
I want that so bad.
Black ass Stonecrest Mall.
I want that so bad.
Yes.
Of course, Gojo looks so good in that middle side.
Sickening. So yeah, I got those among other things. I spent like $200 at this place.
That's a black king right there.
That's a black king right there. I spent $200. Oh, I didn't even open the scroll. I got a scroll too. Hold on. It was $5.
The scroll.
Yeah, they have like the little scroll posters. They had like when I tell you, because we've been going to anime convention. We went to the anime convention. You know what these prices be like. I paid $10 for those posters. And I paid $5 for this scroll. So it just rolls out.
Oh, that's nice.
My man.
I'm telling you, girl, I can never look at Geto or Kenjaku without hearing him call me a monkey. Like I cannot.
You and you are.
Don't you ever in your
life.
You are the monkey. You're the one over here tap dancing and jumping around on trees, eating bananas for that nigga. That's
Let
you.
me tell y'all in real life.
Monkey.
Twan be sending me dancing monkeys in lingerie to my. This what you look like. To our bitches, what you look like. I'd be like,
it was a video that was like how I look walking up to Geto. And I feel like it said something like as a black woman.
He see you
and it's a girl in a full monkey outfit and some red lingerie busting it wide open.
I don't care.
This is what Geto sees when he sees you confess, girl.
One monkey don't stop no show.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, my
Sure.
man, and he ain't talking about like you
Go ahead and rationalize it as much as you want, bitch.
you're
This man Febrezed his fucking coat when that girl touched him.
And you ain't never met nobody who you low key wanted to Febreze yourself.
Yeah, but not an entire species.
I mean, if I was superior, you know me. You know I love a good villain. We've had.
I get that, girl, but like this is such an overt way because it's so racist. Granted. Okay, and in all fairness, Kenjaku or Geto is talking about humans in general.
Yeah, exactly.
When he's talking about monkeys. But if your black ass stands in front of him and get called a monkey, that's not gonna hit no different than
to you. I'm a human. Am I not a human?
I guess. Sound off in the chat if you think I'm off base or if Kid Bree is.
I already said Geto gets a pass for being pretty.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Maybe I am off base. I guess. I said tell me in the chat.
Because he's
this attractive. Is what the chat's saying.
He's attractive. I definitely keep
pretty privilege as
like
wow.
wiping his face after they touch him. Like, ugh, these people so nasty. I just love it. We love OCD villain king. I'm gaslighting you, probably.
Thank you. Probably. Because I'm sitting here, bitch. Y'all sleeping in the bed together. You roll over, get him a kiss. This man throw up on the side of the bed and was like, "I'm sorry, you just caught me."
We know in every romance drama, he hates everybody but you, so he's not gonna feel that way about me. He's not gonna feel that way about me. So I mean, you're not gonna sway me. I'm debaucherous.
No, you right. You that one monkey in the zoo that won't attack you. You that one monkey that come up to the glass and was like,
I'm debaucherous. I am not normal. I don't like the normal people. But yes, I got those posters and I think they still had some more. So that was like a store in Stonecrest, and then the other places Charlie's Collectible Show. They be having all kind of anime stuff. I be in there dropping coins.
It's good that I don't go like to as much as I want
to. But it's like a con shopping experience every day, like every weekend, because it's in a set location.
I can't go to that.
Yes, you can. They had a mini anime festival. You should have went.
Do you not know how much money I would be in the hole right now? Like I stopped myself at the last con I went to, the Anime Mitsuri. I stopped myself. The last $15 I was gonna spend, I was gonna buy this little frog Naruto purse. You know the coin purse Naruto got?
Yeah, that's cute.
That's the frog.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna spend
my got my coins. Would have got my coins. Did you know it was inspired by Hunter x Hunter? I did not know that. I have not watched Hunter x Hunter.
You still haven't? Oh, I'm not. That did.
I'm not.
You should, girl. You should. Gon is an amazing main character, girl, and his journey is so good in the end too.
They just don't have the things I need to.
I guess you kind of
there for that many episodes. You know me. I'm not missing the most overrated anime of all time, and that's why I fuck with you.
Don't believe that.
Wait,
do not believe that.
Are you gonna go to anime weekend though?
Not if Holy Grail going.
You don't want to see Holy Grail there in Square?
No, I don't fight over anime, but Holy Grail, I'm
in 2 weeks though. Anime weekend, we might have to pull up. I at least gotta go one day. I might have to get like a little 1 day pass. Because I think it's before Christmas. I don't think it's Christmas weekend. So
we'll see how my money looking like. Because one thing I will never do, I had to do it for one whole day of DreamCon, and that's sit there while people buy stuff I want to buy. And I don't know if I got that in me. I have to have money in my pocket before I can.
Okay, so out of all the stuff we bought this year for anime stuff, are you getting good use out of it though? Because that's ultimately, like, I be wearing my little coat from anime.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I wear my little jacket from Bakalan that ripped in the pocket the day after I got it. I still wear that. That came 26 weeks after I ordered. I'm not gonna say that.
It definitely like took longer though. But like so like, do you go through this? I wonder if it's just me. I'm just a girl, but my wardrobe in the past since I started streaming has changed completely. I got anime drip on. Where I go, and I feel like I'm too old for this, but I can't stop. And I'm not.
I had a moment too, and then I immediately got over it because I said, "Bitch, these things make me happy. They make me smile. They ignite something in me, and I love representing."
And can't no broke ass 20-year-old buy some of this shit. It's too expensive. Some of this stuff is too expensive for like my younger me would not have been able to afford this either. So it's not shade. It's just like I think it is for us because I don't think I would have been able to afford it before. But
Let me tell you what it is for you. What you decide is for you, and that's kind of the end all be all.
That part.
I like this, and so I want to put it on my body.
And we're gonna end right there. But yeah, it is a good conversation starter. I have good conversations when I go out because I wear anime stuff everywhere I go. So the anime people find me.
This is my new favorite thing, and I gotta get more of these. I love the controversial anime teas. Like the one I got of Nina and the dog doing the fusion dance.
I already knew you was
Full Metal Alchemist.
Because I know, and you
the amount of on the street conversation that shirt has brought me is hilarious. I love people's reaction to it.
Yeah, because it's terrible. And you talking about me being Geto's monkey.
Because let's not compare the two. Let's not compare the two. One is a deep-rooted self-exploration journey. Another one is a hilarious t-shirt.
I'm so comfortable with it. Okay, for you to buy for the youngest. Yeah. Oh, me and my whole family anime drift. I have this Nana purse from my senpai I've been carrying around everywhere. Like we don't play. It's not a game.
I'm super jealous of that too. Your whole household. Granted, my whole household right now it's anime down because my whole household is me. But if I ever do build out a little family, I really hope that's a through line.
My 6-year-old drew a picture of Gojo the other day. They low key look like Okarun, but it was fire, and she's 6. My niece is into it. I'm getting her some Gojo clothes hangers for Christmas. She's into it, so get it.
Gojo clothes hangers.
Yeah, so like you can hang your shirt on him, and it's like his face, his neck, and then you like hang the shirt.
I'm over here thinking like the hook is like his fingers like this or something.
It's literally like him, and then like when you hang the t-shirt,
he's wearing the shirt.
It's so cute.
Not him in a little cheerleader outfit.
Yes, I'm just dying to see Gojo in like my niece's little like 10-year-old crop tops. It's gonna be hilarious. So yes.
See now, as an adult with full autonomy over my body and my wallet, I want to fill my house up with shit like that, but I cannot. Yeah. Some stuff I just cannot have people seeing in my house. Open the closet and see a whole line of fucking characters wearing clothes. No.
Y'all don't even understand how worse, like me being a mom and married is like containing this beast within me. Because if I was a single girly, there would be boys love. I would have
everywhere statues, body pillows,
P9
robes with arms around the top. You said P9.
You know that TikTok where it's always like dick. Like,
he gave me some dick.
That's what it'll look like. Exactly. That'll be what it'll be like. It'll be boys love everywhere. So anyway. That being said, I think we're gonna wrap up. It was so great to do another Otaku Talk. We haven't in a long time.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see all the people here. Y'all keep me going because if nobody would have came in this chat, W chat. I'm just saying that was a threat. I'm not gonna finish it.
That's good though. Y'all stick with us even when we ain't shit and life is happening.
Yeah. So I think we will. I'm not gonna make no promises. We'll probably be here next week to either talk about Wicked, because you will have seen it by then. And we can bring up...
Unless the devil is clearly stapled to my side.
It might do something.
Actively keeping me away from it. Genuinely. Because I have
to do it at the end of the week, though.
That's been a goal every time. Stuff just keep popping up. Okay, well, I got a house sit. Oh, I'm sick.
Do it in the middle of the week. And if you want somebody to go with, I'll go.
I'll find some time at the end during this week. If not, if anything, one of my coworkers, if you're busy, will go with me. I'm sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Disappearing monkeys. That is singular.
He's talking about the flying
disappearing monkey. Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about the host of the show.
I don't know. Maybe
because we about to go. We about to disappear, bitch.
Right. Exactly. All right, well, we'll see y'all next week. Have a good week. Don't forget to keep it cute and hit that wicked note, Twan, before we leave.